Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, it's Guild Wars time. Do you like Guild Wars? Alright, it's Brown Day today, so we're going to be fighting with an all-brown team. In Bracket 3 at the moment, we slipped into Bracket 3 a few months ago and haven't escaped since. Been really close, but hopefully we'll escape Bracket 3 this month. Had a really good month last time. I had 6 5-0 days in a row, so a completely unbeaten week, but still not enough to get Paragon, because Twisted is a machine. He's not actually a real person. Not a lot of people know this, but Twisted Be Dead is actually a AI-equipped android, primarily programmed to win at Guild Wars. Well, that's my theory anyway. Anyway, he's not really. But yeah, he should be. Right, Dean from Brazil, Furia. We have Mountain Crusher, Sycorax, Mistralis, Angry Mob in Monk class. So no 50% start for this team or anything like that, but I do gain 3 mana when matching 4 or more gems. We're going to be frozen at the start. They cleanse themselves on a 4 or 5 match. 2 life per turn. Watery Binding, Rock Solid, Water Mastery, Fortitude. And they get 20% start because they've got their Medal of Anu. But Sycorax and Mistralis do really work together really well when controlled by a human. Don't know how well the AI would control this, but they've got Angry Mob there as their mana generator. Right, the fact that they're using 4 troops that all use brown leaves them open to a counter with a Grey King team, which is exactly what I'm on right now. Grey King destroys all gems of a chosen colour. In this case, we'll be using brown almost all the time. All enemies of that colour take 56 true damage in my case, and are mana drained, silenced, and frozen. So if we can target them on brown, we'll be hitting all the troops, taking away most of their mana. We're just immune to that. Yeah. But yeah, but for the most part, this is going to be a very effective counter to this. We got a 50% start on Undead with our Ghost Queen, who also does true damage. A lot of people miss the fact that when you steal life, that is effectively true damage, as well as add it to her own, which is really cool. Daughter of Ice converts red to blue and conjures an Ice Storm and starts with full mana. So if we get a lucky start on that, that is super useful. And we've got the Grey King doing the damage as I said, and we're going to use good old Mountain Crusher as the quick start in this. Explode a load of brown gems. In Geomancer class, Impact is really good. We can take away their traits if we let them hit us. Hammer Mastery, gain 2 magic if using a hammer, and we are. Anti-Magic Sphere, Tactician, Rock Solid, Stone Mastery, and Fortitude. All excellent stuff there. And 2 times Medal of Orpheus and 1 Medal of Nisha I've got going on here. Want to shake off that freeze as fast as possible. Right, so the banner for this: +2 brown, +1 purple, -1 yellow. Right, so let's get it on. And no, Mistralis, I wasn't talking to you. You're a bit of a funny colour. Never seen a bluebird before. Well, have, as in the birds that fly. No, I'm not even going down. I'm not even going to start talking about weird stuff. Right, concentrate. No mistakes. I have a habit of making some odd mistakes sometimes when I'm a little bit tired or I'm starting Guild Wars early, which is what I'm doing today. Right, let's check first. Convert red to blue. First things first. Check that. Nope. Nope. Nothing going on there. We'll get that anyway. Check again for red to blue, because every time the board changes, you can pick something up from it. This is a good little tactic now for newer players. Like, I'm going to get this brown now, and that's going to give me Rock Solid because of the Rock Solid talent. But also, if the AI picks that skull that's there, inflict stun when enemies deal skull damage, that is going to inflict stun on them and take away their traits, which is super handy. So let's do that. There you go. And is immune to stun. I completely forgot about that. Never mind. See, this is what I'm saying about waking up in the morning. Anyway, right, let's concentrate. Red to blue. And conjure an Ice Storm. Right, let's go with the manager, I think. Too much, a lot of red there though, that's the only thing. You can explode all these brown, but there's not a huge amount of the colours around them that I want. There's some blue and purple. This is probably worth it. Let's go for it. There we go. Right, now then. Could mana drain them, but there's no real need right now. I don't have enough. So I can cast this on somebody. Let's cast it on their hero. So we're now going to do enough damage to kill them with our Grey King. They still don't have a lot of mana, but it's nice to get someone killed absolutely straight away. When you get those 4 matches, you're pushing his damage up as well. All undead allies gain 2 armor and magic when matching 4 or more gems. I could get my Ghost Queen up, that's definitely worth doing. That's not going to do any damage at all because I keep getting a barrier every single time I get brown. Effectively making the AI waste turns, which is cool. Right. Now when we cast this, we're not going to cast it on the hero because we can kill them with the Grey King. So ideally, we want to cast it on somebody else dangerous who we can bring into death range. Let's cast it on him. Now we're going to wipe out 2 of their enemies straight away. Let's do this. Let's get some damage going. Let's just see if I can make a 4 match with this first. On brown. Nah, but let's just do that. 2 of them done. See you later. Red to blue. Nothing to do. Let's get a little bit more mana then. Now that worked out okay. Not going to complain about that. What damage are we on now? 70. Not quite enough to kill them. No need to drain their mana. If we get a mana surge from this, then that will charge up my king. Not too bad. Oh, Mr. Alice has got excited thinking she's going to be having a go. Sorry, but I'm here to spoil your fun. So let's soften her up. Let's kill her off. Now it's just the angry mob to deal with. Still no red to blue conversions, but doesn't really matter. This game is done. Don't think we're going to be too concerned by an angry mob. And there's the Grey King. Can we get any more mana before we end the game? Always good to end with as many troops as you can fully charged up. This gives you more points. So yeah, let's give the Ghost Queen a bit of glory. Nice comfy first win. See how many points that was. 3,196 for battle 1. Right, next up is Black Hunter. Obsidian, Libram, Chalcedony, know where this is going straight away. Gargoyle and Zonabog. Zonabog creates a dust storm when his turn begins, so that is every single round, all the while he's in the team. Also creates a load of brown gems and explodes a load as well, so dangerous. A Gargoyle will be a construct because this is important for this team. Deals splash damage boosted by all allies attack. Chalcedony is the key to this. Deals damage to an enemy, then creates 3 brown gems boosted by all construct allies. It's going to be all construct apart from 1 in this team, so that is going to be 12 gems altogether, 9 because of 3 different constructs, and then the 3 from the spell. The only one that isn't a construct is the hero. Who's Elementalist, exploding a load of gems and summoning a Obsidian Depth Troop. Going to get that Elemental Force on every 4 match. Going to freeze us from the start, so this makes things awkward, because if they get going with this team, they can loop and loop and loop. And immune to stun, poison, disease. Right, so I mean, we can go with this again. This would technically have a good chance. But no, I'm going to fight them at their own game. I've got 2 similar teams for this. I've got this one here. It is pretty good. This works on a similar basis to theirs, but we're in all at Geomancer class. So the only trouble with that is we don't get a freeze on them. That does make it interesting, because unless we shake off that freeze really quickly, we're going to hand the turn to them back every single time, and don't really want to do that, because if they can get going with that, then we can be in a spot of bother. Or you can go the Tourmaline route. Still, no, it's a Demon and Knight, this one, sorry, so it's not a Construct. So you don't get quite the looping element, but you do get to drain their mana. But I need to shake off that quickly, so I think I'm going to go with this team. This can loop them to death. For reasons of I need to get the cleanse really quickly, I am going to swap my Nisha for another Orpheus. So we've got 3 separate 10% chances to get cleansed from that right from the start. And if that fails, then we can charge up our weapon. Because the weapon does splash damage to an enemy +4 per tempering level, bless all brown allies, which is like a super cleanse, and curse all brown enemies. So, yep, I'm going to roll with this, I think. Just check the banner is correct. +2 brown, +1 yellow, -1 purple is right. Not too worried about Zernabog's spell. He's there for the Dust Storm. Alright, so if we get this loop in and shake off that freeze, we are good to go. I'm diving straight in, not hanging around. Right, didn't get the cleanse immediately. But we'll get some brown. I don't mind giving them that. So I really need to get my Charlestoni up. Now the danger here is right now, I don't want to cast a Chalcedony. That would be a mistake, because we are frozen. Would be giving them some brown matches, because basically we're frozen, so we'll get that. But the Metamorphosis is now kicked in, so we're now cleansed, so that is really cool. Could have cast this, but we don't need to now. We can now try and get this loop going with a Chalcedony, but the only trouble is, it's not the best start. Even though it's an awful lot of gems for me, it's going to be 15 brown gems. The first cast with Chalcedony in a team like this can actually fail to make a 4 match, especially when there's not a huge amount in there. And because I've got very little mana, I'm going to start with casting that. Still didn't get many more appear, but we're on to a better start now. I'm going to target Chalcedony, so we only need to hit. Yeah, see, there you go. See, we didn't get the 4 match straight away, as I said can happen in the previous round, but we can now get rid of her. That stops that looping element potential. She got a summon, but hey ho, we can live with that. Let's get rid of their barrier. Let's hit them a couple of times to get rid of them. Not worried about taking the extra 4 matches. They're better left there, so you can have a much better chance of getting a loop going. Take any incidental skull matches which drop down if you like. Always a good thing to do. Skull hits do get you decent points in Guild Wars, but I'm just want to get rid of a couple of these first. And whack him with a skull hit. I'm going to hit him with, what does this do now? 64 splash damage. Don't have this charged up very much. Very expensive to get upgraded, these things. What's that about to do? create a gargoyle, poison a random enemy, gain an extra turn. That's not too scary. So I might grab that. Get rid of them. I can take that little bit of damage and go about finishing them off. Because the way Charged Donny cast as well is you've got a high chance of finishing with a whole team fully charged as well, like we have here, so easy enough to win in the end. Won't score the highest points all the time because of the nature of the team, but I'd rather have a slightly lower scoring win than a risky potential loss. 1,368 points there. Next up is PU 1703. Charles Donny, you're going to start seeing her a lot on Brown Day, I think. The Grey King, Daughter of Ice, and Crown of Horns, exploding a bunch of blue gems, granting a status effect to all giants, and summoning a giant. Don't think there's any giants in their team, so they obviously want to summon a giant. This converts red to blue. That charges up the Grey King, which can do damage to brown, presuming the AI picks brown. So yeah, this can definitely work if the AI runs it properly. They are going to start with us being frozen, no doubt. Yeah. So yeah, basically the same team as last time then, and hopefully the same result. No cleanse yet. Got to watch out for this red to blue. A little bit of value there, but nothing anywhere else, so that is acceptable, I would say, but no brown for me initially. I don't want to set them up on any brown or yellow if I can help it. So I'll probably take this one and hope that brown doesn't drop down to give them a match afterwards. Just making sure there's nothing better that might be a double drop elsewhere. Yeah, I'm going to take it this way because there's a chance that brown could drop down and give me a match as well. If I take it this way, then there's no way that can happen. And it's still relatively safe from this red to blue. But they'll lose their storm virtually straight away because she conjures an ice storm, but my Zernabog conjures a dust storm when his turn begins. So they will get that ice storm one time. Now it's gone back to my storm again. And we're not frozen on blue, so I can take that and party. Need to get my... Oh, this is better. No, it's not. No, it's not. The thing is, when you're frozen, you can't get your... Obviously, you're frozen, so you're going to lose a turn. And it may be, you think it's a good match to get this, but you're only ever going to get 4 mana from that, plus whatever benefits you get from your banner. So that's 7. That's not enough. It's 1 short. Bizarrely, you actually, when you are frozen, you're actually better off taking a normal match because you've still got a chance of a mana surge. Didn't get it, but hey ho. The Grey King's nearly ready. Slight danger. Don't want to cast Charles Donny while I'm still frozen. Just want to make sure I don't give them a 4 match. Trouble is, this is going to take me 2 turns because I need to get this to charge up my Curse Breaker because that's going to cleanse me. So I was very much relying on getting charged before their Grey King. Right, I'm going to take this, I think. I could take that and get Skull hit. I kind of want to give them a Skull hit if I can, because I'd rather that than them charge up their Grey King. It's not going to do that anyway. No, I'm going to go with that and get the skull hit. Hopefully they don't get too much out of it. Alright, I need to get this cleanse going. Big style. So let's do that. Alright, now hopefully, fingers crossed, Charleston will do her stuff. These are both dangerous. We need to get rid of both of these really. So let's pick on Charleston first, because if she starts looping, it could be over. The AI does tend to do it really, really well with her. Oh, that wasn't the best in the world ever. Not going to take them. Don't need that. But at least she's gone. Now we can pick on the Grey King. That looked dangerous for a minute. It was like for a second I wasn't going to get a 4 match there, but we're okay. He's gone. Right, happy days. Home stretch. Still got a summon, but hey ho. Right, let's grab that. Let's do a bit of standard damage, mix it up. Always good for points. Let's pick on them. Stop them getting that summon or any chance of it anyway. Cheesy, cheap team, but it's a good one. Rather have a slightly lower scoring win than a risky ended up loss. Let's grab that and then a skull hit. Let's get some mixture of damage going on here. And then finish off. Nearly was dangerous because that Grey King was 1 mana away from being charged, which could have been a dangerous situation. So 1,482 points that time. Fourth battle against the champion is against Raphael Poe 86. Rope Dart Yaogwai, King Avalon Child of Summer, can certainly be very dangerous if this gets going. Rope Dart eliminates all armor from an enemy, deals in this case 63 damage, then pulls them to first position, and if you have it upgraded will have an extra turn as well. And it does. Yaogwai, super dangerous troop, should be a mythic, basically is all in but name, deals decent damage to the first 2 enemies boosted by his life, then steals 4 magic from both of them and transforms all purple to red. As well as that, he's immune to mana burn, mana drain, mana steal, and steals 3 life from the first enemy when matching red gems. So a super good troop, super dangerous. That is an elf. That's going to give elves a 50% start in mana. That's going to convert brown to red. So yeah, that's a good tactic on a day like this when they know we're going to be using a brown. But I think this is still a good team for this. Let's go for it. I'm not going to have any freeze on this. We are going to start root trapped, but not too worried about that on this kind of team. It's more frozen, which hinders it. Don't rely on skull damage for this team. Right, let's check this. Convert red to brown. I mean, brown to red. Can certainly get a good start. Not giving them anything but that, unless they get a lucky drop at the top. Right. So this is only going to get my Charleston charged up and remove some red. But it's going to take away some yellow at the same time. And red, which they want. What banner are they using? +2 red, +2 green. Right, so see if they get a surge on that, they are good to go. I am going to take a gamble on this. It's a low chance actually, even though I'm creating 15, it's actually quite a low chance of getting a extra turn out of this. But I'm going to have to go for it, I think. That's fair enough. I didn't think I was going to get it on the first time. But there's certainly a better chance of getting it on the second one. And we did. Right. Hopefully. Oh, God, that looked dangerous again. It's like winding me out of this game today. Right, that's him out of it. Now let's concentrate on their rope dart. Let's keep on looping Chalcedony. Don't really even have to look what you're doing. Don't want to do that skull hit because I'm still entangled. But yeah, that is pretty much the game. Don't mind giving them a turn back just for the sake of mixing up the damage. Got cleansed, let's give him a whack of skull damage or two. Get rid of him, make sure he can't summon anybody. That's very nice indeed. Hasta la vista. Victory. And that was 1,635 Guild Wars points. All good so far. Alright, so the last battle is against Wallace BR. Flammifer Yaoguai, Child of Summer Queen Titania in Sunspear class. Flammifer, really good weapon, creates 10 red gems, deals damage to an enemy boosted by red gems. Creates a firestorm at the start of every turn, so that's going to make my brown storm interesting, because we're going to basically alternate, because we both create a different storm at the start of every turn, so it's going to literally alternate. Yaoguai we know about. Child of Summer converts a brown to red, and yes, so this is yeah, it can be interesting. Can be frozen and root trapped on this. Yep. Right, well, basically the same again. Hopefully to get the Chalcedony up quickly, get the cleanse going quickly, and do stuff before they do stuff. That's my advanced tactic advice. Alright, we are frozen on that, which is annoying. Convert brown to red. So they're going to get a huge one there. A bit more there. I'm not going to take it that way. I'm going to take it this way to stop that, and that hopefully will mess up this at the same time. They're going to get some value from this, but can only do one side or the other. Oh, let's really set them up on the right hand side. Look at that. Damn it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Right. The things are against us right now. Could do with another 4 match from somewhere just to get some more brown going on. Otherwise, I could be in for a world of pain. And give them, well, leave that. Just want to check, make sure there's not any potential 4 matches anywhere. I'm unfrozen now. But I don't think there's any way of getting a 4 match. I can't see one. Just have to completely wing it with Chalcedony. There's only 5 brown there to start with, so it's not a particularly good chance for an extra turn, even though they are clustered together a little bit. That does increase the chances. But yeah, I'm not seeing any 4 matches. Right, Chalcedony, do your Chalcedony stuff. That was a 4 match. Good. Well, hopefully off and running. Need to get rid of this Yaoguai monstrosity. It's an absolute demon. Quite literally. Alright, well, he's going to be gone, so that's good. Right, just playing that safe, getting rid of you out of it. I will take that this time, because I'm going to get a skull hit at the same time. Concentrate on getting rid of their hero now. Even though that's not real any danger anymore. Queen Titania can still be quite damaging. Can't do the splash damage because I'm only going to be hitting the single opponent, which is no good. There we go. Nice couple of skull hits there. Excellent. Let's grab that anyway. Let's start bashing Queen Titania. Let's give Queen Titania a nice big bash. Or 4, or 5, as many as it takes. Let's just mix up the damage by doing that. Probably could have done that on Child of Summer, to be honest. Yeah, looks like we're going to get through nicely. Let's see if we can charge up the whole team. Yeah, so whole team charged at the end as well. And another 5-0 day, so that's... what? That's the 6 before 7 in a row now. Not too bad. Not too sure the points. You're not really maximising the points with this kind of Charlestoni team, even though 1,718 is not bad. But it's better safe than dead. That's what I say. Depends upon how you play the game, basically. Do you like a risky team where you could get a higher score, but maybe a small chance of a loss, say a 30% chance of a loss? Or would you rather have slightly less points, but like a 95% chance of a win with a team like this? I prefer safety. Whatever you prefer is good for you. Let me know how well you've done in Guild Wars today. Always fun to check them kind of things out and see what teams you use, etc, etc. But today, 9,399 points, so not too bad. I'm happy with that. Anyway, there's the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I do my Gems of War Guild Wars videos every single day, as well as many other Gems of War videos too. Thanks for watching. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.